It's Graham here at Neat, and today I'm going to show you my new Christmas Hanukkah present that I got delivered. No surprises, it's a neat bar, it's a neat pad, and an additional neat pad that we will use for scheduling outside the room. So I'm going to unbox it. Very important because we want to know what's inside the box. Everything is included that you might need to install the product. No additional mounting accessories required to purchase, etc. But also the attention to detail in designing the box. Keep making the tray easily accessible. If you need to give some parts to an installer, for example, first, you haven't got to dig through the whole box. It's there, nice and easy at the top. So check out the video and let me know if you've got any comments. Here I have my brand new Christmas present. Let's see what it is. What have we got here? Wonder what this could be. Let's have a look and open up the box. So, first up, we have a snap-on mount. We have our power cord, which is obviously much needed. And we have a neat pad. So we'll go through that separately. We'll just put that over there. Oh, guess what? I've got another one. So, one is our outside the room, and one is for inside the room to control the system. Isn't that great? And then we have the neat bar itself. So let's just slide this one out. And here we have the neat bar itself. So let's unpack these. So let's just get rid of the box. And obviously you must be careful when you open these boxes, you don't want to damage anything. So, with the start of this, we've got this nice little bit of information. So, it does say we must start with the neat pad. Connect the neat pad to the power adapter, or PoE, so power over Ethernet. Follow the setup on the neat pad, and then add your scheduling controller there. So that's a nice little documentation that's there on top. So I'll do as I'm doing as I'm told for a change. So let's get the neat pad out. Now it doesn't matter which one you use for setup; they are both the same, and they will be able to get started. And again, look at this here. We've got the ability. Welcome. Let's get started. So again, how to set up that system. So again, very nice to have these simple instructions to get up and going. So there's obviously our warranty information. We have a Ethernet cable. We have a slightly longer Ethernet cable, so 5 meters, and a 3 meter. So we have the PoE injector that we simply can use, and all our different adapters depending on what country we're in. And then we have a metal mounting bracket, and then we have a different style mounting bracket here. And then under that little tray, again, we've got another type of mounting bracket, so a side mount, this one, so you can see there, tells you which one it is for. So I'm not mounting it on anything at the moment, so we'll just pop that back in there. And then we have the neat pad itself. Now look how neat this is. So we're taking out of the wrapping, and again it's telling us to connect the power or to connect power over Ethernet. Got some little Allen keys here, so when you want to do secure it. And that's it. That's our pad. So here I have my power over Ethernet cable. Pop that in. And so as this boots up, then we get to choose our language. So let's just run through this now. So we want English. We hit continue. And now we get to choose what we want to set up. So we want a neat bar with controller, neat bar Pro, which is the new larger device. I've got the neat bar pad, scheduling display, or a additional controller. So when in Zoom room mode, you can add additional controllers. we're going to do a neat bar with controller. So we hit continue. And here we have a nice mounting guide now. It tells you, if you're going to mount on a table, you can use this guide. And what we can do is start guide as well. So now it shows you a nice out-of-box experience, what mount you should be using, for example, and obviously what you'll need. So you'll need the table mount, the mount adapter, the power cable, HDMI, Ethernet, and hex key. So we'll find those details in there. Remember, this is the pad. We'll go through that in a second. And it even shows you how to set things up there. So how to configure it, use that little Allen key that was in the box there I showed you on how to get everything set up. And we go next. And again, how to use the hinge to fold that out. So again, very nice animated graphics here. And again, this is all available on the website, so you can look at it as well. You scan the QR code that was in the bottom corner. And there we have it. So next, obviously then slide that into place. Make sure you don't touch any of the cables and snag them. And there you've got a nice tabletop mount now that can sit on your credenza. And away we go. HDMI into your screen. And there we go. If you need to get to it again, there's a little red tab that you click to unlock it. So that's the neat bar mounting. Now, we've got to make sure this is connected to the internet, and it can use Wi-Fi or it can use Ethernet. Obviously, I'm on the LAN, so I've got the cable, so that is all good. I can check my network settings, and you can see it's connected. I'm not going through a proxy, etc., so that's all good. And we can press continue. So we can choose our time, so it's found the time server, which is great. I like 24-hour time. And now it's going to search your network for the neat bar. So now let's unbox the neat bar and get that ready. So now let's unbox the bar. So there must be the protective packaging there. There's instructions. And again, we have our warranty details available to us. Now, here we have a mount, and this is actually the table mount. So this is if you want to put it under a credenza, like we showed in the video down there. And then we have I believe that is the wall mount. So again, you can attach that and then put that against the wall. And then we have the other mount. Now, again, the touch panel will explain what all these are. So we'll just put these in here for now. And again, it's really nice packaging. Lots of thought gone into it, so you can actually take that tray out. So again, maybe you need to give that to the installers. They want that bit first. So then we have the bar itself. So again, nicely packaged and protected. So on the side, we've got the neat branding. And then here we have the connectivity. So we've got power. So you've got a figure of 8 cable that you plug straight in. No additional power adapter to mount, which is really nice. Ethernet, USB-C. So if you do have a touch screen or something enabled, you can plug that in. Content share and HDMI 1 and 2, whether you have a single or dual display. So again, there's that little red tab that we mentioned in the panel video, so we can set it up. And actually, why don't we take the tabletop mount for now. Now in here we have nuts and bolts, Allen keys to mount everything. Another packet here, so we don't. And we have 3-meter Ethernet, 2-meter HDMI, our all-important power cable. And then we also have our mounting. So for mounting above a screen, so you want nice stability with that bar against the screen. You can then attach it there. So again, you're doing a beaver mount, like so. And then there is one more bracket. So again, another bracket to be set up. So everything is included. So this is the screen mount. Actually, it does say on here. Let's give you a close-up. So each one shows you or tells you what the mount is with a QR code. So again, to link back to the scheduler to show you how to set it up. So that is really nice and contained. Everything you need is in the box. You don't need to have to go out and buy extra things. Again, depending on your wall, what you might be doing, you might need different fixings for that. But in terms of mounting kits, everything is included in the neat packaging. So let's get this set up and connect it to a screen. So before we set up the device, let's mount it on the table because we want a bit of height there. So we take this adapter plate and we take our table stand and we simply just slide that in together. There we go. So now this adapter plate will then connect to the neat bar, and then you hear it click, and there we have it now nicely mounted. And again, when you do have your cable plugged in, you won't be pushing down on there. So again, I can move that slightly to get access to the cables. So for the demonstration here, we're going to use a portable monitor. So use that up there. So I have a portable monitor, and it's actually powered by my Microsoft Teams battery pack, which is quite cool. So we set this up here, and we simply take the HDMI, plug that into monitor 1. We then take my Ethernet cable, we can plug that in as well. And then we take the power cable that's been supplied, so nice length of cable on there, so you can mount it in many different locations. And that's it. 3 cables: power, network, display. So now what we want to do is turn this around. So now we have the neat bar along with the screen now. So if we just pan up a little bit, you'll see nice purple screen on the front of room display. And then if I move our touchpad here, we can see everything in shot. So it now says on the front of room display, follow the instructions on the neat pad. So because it's been on for a few minutes while I did it, we'll do try again. Now we're on the same network. We must have the ability to run a feature called MDNS, so it can find each other, and it's already found it. And I simply hit continue. I pick the serial number. Serial number is displayed on the front of room display up here, so we can know we're on the right version. So if you are setting up multiple devices, make sure you pair the right one. And then I hit continue, and we are paired. And we get a nice little chime to confirm that. And we hit continue. And it's actually saying there's an update. So this was obviously put in our warehouse and sent to me. And since then, there's been an update. So let's run that update. So first of all, it will download it. And the update is available for the pad and the bar. So it will do the update for both and then reboot. So we will fast forward this bit. This will probably take around 20 minutes. So let's look at the time now. 20 past 2. So we will speed this up during the recording, and we'll come back to once it's installed the update. So that was just under 20 minutes to complete the update. So, have a cup of coffee while you're waiting. They're repaired, you heard a little bing, and we hit continue. Now, you get the option here. Do you want to share your device analytics with Neat? Now, they are anonymous, so you can do that if you want. And again, some settings here to get the camera right so you can see me there. That it's is the camera set up correctly? Do you need to tilt it a little bit, etc.? So you've got the little guide here. And we're all set. So this is the standard version that we're shipping today, what we call our stable release. So we automatically launch into a Zoom room. Very soon, we will have the Microsoft Teams application, so you'll get a choice on that screen on what you want to set up, the Teams app or the Zoom app. And there we have it. That is the out-of-box setup for a Neat bar and Neat pad. Now what we'll do next is actually set up the Neat scheduling pad as well. So again, another pad. So I need another power over Ethernet or power injector. And just to show you that we can do a test call, you can do a test call here. There we go. Audio, video, etc. And then we've got clever things like our camera control. And again, don't forget we have Neat Symmetry. So we can enable that and the auto framing. So we've got some great tools here within the Neat product. And I'll be back in 1 second. We can check something. Here is my colleague, Ollie. So he can help me do some demos with Neat Symmetry. So we can now frame both of us together and we're in the shot. So that is very cool on what we can do with Neat Symmetry. Group framing. So let's turn that on. We'll turn on Neat Symmetry. So we're both in shot now, and then it will frame us on the display. So again, very, very cool. As you can see on the screen, it automatically changes. So as people move in and out of the frame, it will change and obviously show us Neat Symmetry. So now let's unpack the Neat pad. So here we have my second Neat pad. And again, we'll just pop in power over Ethernet there to that. And we'll peel off the protective cover. Now you will notice it does auto rotate as well. So depending on which way you have the device, it will auto rotate. So again, we get the out of box experience. And we select our language. And yes, I don't want German. Maybe if I hold that up, that'll be clearer for you. And then I select continue for English. And again, we get the choice of what do we want to do. So I want to make this a scheduling display, for example, because I want this as eventually a Teams panel outside my room. And again, you've got the guides on, do you want a side mount or for a metal bracket maybe? Or you've got the wall mount. And again, you've got the QR code down the bottom that you can scan and look at. And again, I can go through the guide. So lots of thought has been gone through on how helping you set this up out of the box and how to attach it to the wall, etc. And it takes you through each section, how to mount the bracket to it, again with the hex bolts that are supplied with your Allen key. And then we go next. And then put the wall mount onto the wall. Obviously, we do mention that the screws are not included. So again, depending on your wall, you'll need to get the right fixings. And then you slide the Neat pad onto the bracket and then secure it again with Allen keys and bolts. So no one takes it off the wall. And we are done. That is it. We click next. And then we go to, and we are connected to the internet. So again, I'm guessing because this came at the same time, it's in the same box. Yep, there's an update available. So we want to update and download this. So now the device is updated, we can go continue and we can launch the Zoom Room app, which will then boot into a scheduling mode. There we have it. The system is now ready. So there we have it. That is the out-of-box experience of a Neat bar, Neat pad, and Neat scheduler. As you can see, super simple, super easy to set up. 3 cables. You can even get away with 2. Put it on Wi-Fi. So that is booting up. That is the default mode of booting up into the Zoom rooms. And I'll do another video on how we get it into Teams. And again, later on, Factory Images will give you that out-of-box experience of which application you want to use. Any questions? Let me know below or grab me on LinkedIn, Twitter, etc. And see you soon.